It's only you that's in it, and it's only you that has the capabilities of getting out of it. It's very lonely, it's lonely at the top, they say. So, just come along with the territory. You tapped in with the Head of the Game podcast. Y'all read the title. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So, you're an over the road rookie truck driver, or you're trying to become one, or maybe you've been out here for a while. I don't want to say they're all the same, but we all got different phases, right? Different phases, and we're wired a little differently, depending on how we're gonna endure those phases. So let's knock these out one by one. I'm gonna move my pillow out the way. You feel me? Just got up, y'all. Excuse the pillow and the camera. Ah, dang, I got my blankets in the camera too. Hold on, man. My bad, y'all. Feel me? Just still getting ready for the day. Got the pre-trip going. That's as good as y'all gonna get it, man. Anyways, so being out here over the road has a lot of challenges, and really it's psychological, right? Psychological because you're in this little box for a long period of time, and really it just narrows down. It's not a lot of distractions, right? So you begin to discover who you are, because there's nothing you could sit up there and externalize anything that you got going on up here, right? Because your mind got to be right to be over this road, right? You got to learn how to leave home at home. You got to learn how to compartmentalize, which is separating one thing from another thing simultaneously, though you value them both. You can't let them be on top of each other and get in the way of each other, conflict of interest or whatever the case may be. So there's prioritization, which getting your priorities right. And then on top of getting your priorities right, not allowing things to be a conflict of interest. You feel me? That's point number one, is that you gotta learn how to compartmentalize. Gotta know how to simultaneously separate two things and not let them get on top of each other, because it's gonna make it very hard for you to last out here. I'll put it to you like that. So you got that going on, right? Another thing, depending on what kind of over the road driver you are, for the most part, this is the closest you're gonna get to being like an independent contractor or running your own business. Why? You pretty much set your own schedule. No, you have appointment times. There's no clocking in and clocking out. Yeah, you clock in far as like, your pre-trip on your tablet and stuff like that, but there ain't no set time like, oh, well, you gotta work at 9 every day or work at 10 every day. You pretty much determine, based on your morning routine on how you want to start your day. If you're a morning person, you probably be up 6, 7, 8 in the morning. If you're not really a morning person, you might start your day maybe a little bit before the afternoon, right? So with that being said, you're going to be tested and challenged on how responsible you are as a person, right? Because you're not, you're in charge of the equipment, you're in charge of the load that you got, you're in charge of your well-being and your not self-preservation, but just your health, right? You're in charge of your health. Nobody's gonna kick you in the ass and be like, hey, your breath stink. Your breath stink. Go brush your teeth. You ain't my Aunt Mama's house no more. You feel me? Or you stink. Go take a shower. You're really not a lot of around people like that, so it's gonna force your hand to either allow this lifestyle to deteriorate you, or you're gonna make the most of this lifestyle and you're gonna find out different alternative ways of taking care of yourself, right? Now, I don't want to compare this occupation to like the military or being incarcerated, but it definitely has some elements where, You're not paying rent. I mean, you could be paying rent. I'm paying rent still. You feel me? Though I'm hardly at my house, right? But you could be not paying rent if you did this occupation right. And I don't say do it right like there's only one way to do it, but if you did this occupation where it will optimize, or benefit you the best way possible, don't come in here with no liabilities. No assets. Assets, liabilities, however you want to choose, you feel me? I don't want to offend nobody. But don't come in here with nothing but your body. You feel me? That's how you're going to sit up there and maximize the full potential of this, right? So don't come in here with no money and no best suit you. But with that being said, you'll definitely be tested mentally because, like I said, you got to be a responsible individual, right? Got to be responsible. Got to know how to compartmentalize, right? Another test out here is your mental fortitude of things being so unroutine like. What do I mean by that? You never know where you're going. You never know how long you're going to be there. You never know what you're going to run into along the way of getting over there. You never know who you're going to be driving around. Everything is just, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Question marks everywhere. Every day. It's never the same. There's some similarities, but you're going to run into some different issues that you may never seen before, right? You're going to pull up to certain places and be like, what is this? Or you're going to be driving down the road and you're going to be like, you're going to run into them, those unfamiliar encounters. So your ability of adaptation, you feel me? I know I'm throwing some vocabulary words at y'all, but your ability to adapt. Let me just simplify it for you. Your ability to adapt to the circumstances, telling y'all right now, man, is paramount. It's paramount. You feel me? You gotta know how to adapt because if you don't know how to make it happen, you allowing it to happen to you. You feel me? So you always gotta keep your head on a swivel. You feel me? Know how to pick your spots, because I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all, especially over the road. You're never gonna have 100% of your attention span 100% of the time. So you gotta pick your spots, and when you need to be great, and when you need to sit up there and roll it back, and not burn yourself out on this. And that's another thing, right? People want to talk about work-life balance. This is the spot right here where work-life balance, it ain't none. You gotta make it. You gotta make work-life balance. You gotta go out your way for work-life balance. Your occupation ain't gonna give it to you here. Feel me? You gotta put stuff in the fridge. You gotta buy you a microwave. You gotta get you a game system. You gotta get you a TV. You gotta get you some internet. You feel me? Let me show y'all this internet box right here. You feel me? This right here. Now, I ain't sponsored by AT&T, but this thing right here, you feel me? Now, it's a little dirty, I done had this thing for a while, but it still works like it's brand new. You feel me? AT&T, you feel me? Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all saving lives out here, man. Y'all making a real difference. I got my dirty ass PS5 right here too. You feel me? Not that dirty, but I got gotta get you some stuff out here, man. Cause you don't want to get choked up. All right, if you don't play games, cool. Don't matter. Go get you some Netflix. Go get you some Hulu. Go get you some HBO Max. Go get you some Amazon Prime. Whatever streaming service you rocking with, Netflix, so on and so forth. You feel me? You got to know. You got to create your own work-life balance. When you sitting up there and you on your 34 and you in a major city, man, get up out this truck, man. Go spend a little bit of that money. Feel me? Go see some different places. All right, you grew up in this town, and everybody got a town they grew up in. They primary, well, most people. You feel me? I don't want to speak on everybody, but most people got a primary town they grew up in as a little kid, and maybe they grew up as an adult there. When you out here on this road, it's about your mindset. And I'm gonna leave this last point on this point. Your mindset is everything out here. You gotta make the most of it. Feel me? Because this may be only a temporary a temporary phase in your life, so you get enough experience to go back local, right? That's what you want to choose to do. Some people love it out here, and it's all about your mentality, right? So if you on your 34-hour reset, you in a major city, get your ass up out the truck, man. Go see the city, man. Go see the city. Go get into some festivities. Go try some different food. Don't try nothing too crazy because you don't want no food poisoning. You feel me? Especially if you ain't used to eating certain stuff. So be mindful of that. But yeah, get out the truck. Go see some stuff. You feel me? It's a big ass country with a lot of different, walks of life, and it's exciting. Don't be up in here, oh yeah, I'm a lonely truck driver and I can only live in the truck because they got me captured in here. Like, no, man, get up out of here. You feel me? But I just wanted to sit up there and say, man, like that's how you'll be tested.